Team's touchdown. They give up a big play on defense, but they lock it down after that. And they showed a decent ability to drive the football in their first possession, so if they can get it downfield, they're right back in the game.
Yeah, they have to come up with a big play. We've seen tonight so far what the big play would do, especially for momentum. This is a big sellout crowd here also. And they have to come up with a big play, and they need it now.
And Marist has shown that they want to work quickly on offense as well. So Hogan under center.
I can get the guys going.
Going in motion is Saratori. Handoff, Zool up the middle, and he will maybe get a yard, met by Marty Foley, among others. Gain of 1 on the play, 2nd down and 9.
But you think Marty Foley knew the scouting report? I mean, he was right there. And we have an injured player.
We'll wait and get the number. It was in the pile up in the middle of the field. Marist, we mentioned they moved the ball pretty well on their first possession. They went 7 plays and gained 25 yards in their first possession, but of course they started so deep in their own territory, it was awfully difficult to move the length of the field. Join Dave Wills and Perry Williams for area high school scores, highlights, and in-depth commentary on Sports Weekly Thursdays at 6:30 right here in the AT&T Broadband Network. Go to attbroadbandnetwork.com for more information and additional showtimes. And you can also see the good-looking mug of Kenny McReynolds while you're in that website.
Hey, and a good-looking mug of Jim Blaney when you're in that website. Well, I can't see the number. Were you able to pick up the number? We have an injured player down from Marist.
You know, Kenny, this is getting down to the point of the year where after tonight, there are only 2 regular season games left on the schedule for the teams around Illinois. 63 is Matt Peters, senior right guard. So now for Marist, they're down 7-0, and they've lost their starting right guard. And Matt Peters is going to have to be helped out by his teammates. Let's go downstairs. We should introduce John Traub to the audience tonight. John, what you got for us?
That's nice.
John's audio fixed, and we'll get that taken care of. So we'll hear from John in a little bit. So Peters has been taken off the field. 2nd down, 9 for Marist. They have the ball at their own 26-yard line. Brother Rice leading 7-0, 7:37 remaining in the first quarter.
I think you got to put the ball in the air.
Hogan will hand it off. Zool goes up the middle, and again, he'll gain about 1, but gaining 1 yard at a time is not going to get it done.
That's why I thought you should put the ball in the air. I think they need a big play.
Want to correct that. That was Nzinga, number 40, who had the carry on the play. So now it's going to be 3rd down and 8. Well, the one thing Marist really has to do is if they're not going to get points from driving deep in their own territory, they at least need some first downs so that the battle of field position doesn't get to them. Nzinga is the up man. Hogan is back to pass. He has pretty good protection. Goes over the middle. Has a completion. Going to be a first down. Tom Sullivan with the reception, forced out of bounds at the 45-yard line. Kenny, that's a big first down.
That's a huge first down, and what a great play by Sullivan. What good hands, what fingertip control. The ball was a little bit overthrown. You notice the way he reached out with those fingers and snatched that ball in. Great catch by Sullivan.
Sullivan, just a sophomore, and already has earned himself a starting position. It's a pretty good throw by Hogan.
This is a great throw by Hogan, great protection, but watch the way Sullivan reaches out to grab that ball, brings it back in. First down.
1st and 10 from the Marist 43-yard line. So they have a new set of downs to work with. Zool, handoff. Boy, looked like he had a hole. It closed very, very quickly. Again, Marty Foley is down there near the bottom of the pile, as is number 42, Dan Novosel.
Novosel is credited with the tackle. There was a hole there, but it's certainly closed up quickly.
2nd and 9. Well, so far, Hogan's been pretty good passing. 2 for 3 for 31 yards. Might be a situation where he might have to go to the air, too. Pretty good protection, too, in the last throw. He actually had to wait for Sullivan to come open at plenty of time. Play action, roll out, completion. Sullivan again turns it upfield. He's out of bounds, and it's going to be close to where a first down is. It's going to be official from the official signal from the referee. Certainly looks like it'll be a first where they're spotting it, but the chains are all the way across to the other side of the field.
Well, I like the play action, and he rolls out to the right side, and Sullivan right there. The linebackers bite on the play action. They go one way. Sullivan just comes across. He's wide open. Good hands, good play. And again, this is what they need to do. I think they need to pass the ball.
First down and 10 from the Brother Rice 46-yard line as the Red Hawks now moving the ball pretty nicely on offense. Saratori goes in motion. Hogan pitches to Zool over the left side, has some pretty good blocking. He'll gain about 4 yards out to the Brother Rice 43-yard line.
Well, you don't see the pitch that often on the high school level. But I tell you what, he had a great offensive line in front of him. The offensive line did a great job of blocking.
Bring up second down and 8. Certainly looked like Nzinga had more yards in that carry than he did, but the story is second and 8. 5:13 remaining in the first quarter. Nzinga again taken down in the backfield. Big hit. Getting into the backfield was Mike Pepper, number 71.
Boy, nobody blocked Pepper, and he was right there as soon as he caught the ball. I mean, you hand that ball off, and Big Pepper is standing right there.
Well, now let's keep an eye on Tom Sullivan.
Now watch Pepper right here. Nobody touched him. They forgot to block him. There's a big number 71 looking down your throat as soon as you touch the ball.
That's a nice shot.
The Crusaders watching the bench. The offense wanting to get out there and get another pop. They will if their defense can keep it below 9 yards. Third down and 9. Sullivan has been the go-to guy the last couple of throws. Over the middle, was thrown a little bit behind Jim Mazurski. The pass was also tipped away. The Brother Rice defense holds. Marist will punt it away. But again, Kenny, Marist had a pretty decent drive, and they will get a pretty decent exchange of field position out of it.
Yeah, but you want to get something out of it. But, you know, Jim, even if he catches at that ball, he's short of the first down.
Right. Tom Sullivan in to punt for Marist. Dwyer is standing back at his own 10-yard line. Sullivan, pretty good spiral kick. The ball hits down about the 15, and it will.
Ooh.
Do they take it into the end zone or they keep it out? And it is a touchback.
Touchback.
Let's go downstairs to John Traub. John? John went to ventriloquist school during the week, and he thinks he's being funny.
Well, you know, these things happen. But that's okay. We have a great game tonight, an overflow crowd.
That John Traub, he's such a kidder.
And John's on the field, so he's having a lot of fun.
4:14 remaining in the first quarter. Brother Rice, they have the lead 7-0, and they have the ball. Dan Nicholson back to pass. He got crushed as he got rid of it. He completes the pass, but it's only a gain of about 4 yards.
Oh,
Tom Miller came in and just nailed Nicholson.
Oh, he nailed Nicholson. The middle linebacker faked the blitz, and then he went back. Boy, but I tell you what, Miller came in from the right side, the blind side. Now watch Miller. See, he'll come in right here. Never saw him coming. Crunch. Oh, my goodness. You never saw him coming from the blind side.
Dwyer is split way out to the left on 2nd down and 6. Nicholson hands it off, carry up the middle by Burns. He will take it out over the 30-yard line. He'll have a first down.
Good old-fashioned draw. Another first down for Brother Rice. Just a nice, simple draw up the middle for the first down. Don't be surprised if they put the ball up in the air here. I just have a feeling. Because they know they can exploit, at least they feel they can exploit the cornerbacks. They've done it all night, so don't be surprised if they put the ball in the air.
Mike Murphy is in the slot to the left. Nicholson looking to throw right. The rush is going to get him. Taken down by Kevin Zintek. Sack all the way back to about the 24-yard line.
Well, you have to give credit to the Red Hawks defense. They also assumed, like I did, that Brother Rice would go to the air, and look at this, just no blocking at all. The protection just broken down.
Huge play on defense for the Marist Red Hawks. Backs it up to 2nd down and 16. Again, Murphy in the slot to the left. Pitch, Burns, he goes nowhere. Boy, the Marist defense has really picked up the play here.
They have answered the challenge.
Remember, on the first play from scrimmage for Brother Rice, they had the long completion of Dwyer, but since that time, the Marist defense has pushed Brother Rice back. The total offense since that big play, -5 yards.
Right, here it is again, and you see as soon as you get the pitch, and there's just nothing but white shirts all around. And nobody blocking there for Brother Rice.
3rd down, 21. Well, if you're a Marist Red Hawk and you're thinking of making a big play on defense, this might be the place to do it, because you would have to think that if Brother Rice is going to try and move the chains, they're going to have to put it up in the air. Nicholson drops back, 7-step drop, screen, dumps it off to Burns. Good safe play for Brother Rice. Burns is going to get a little bit of yardage, maybe a couple yards out to the 22, but Brother Rice playing it conservative. You certainly can't blame them being deep in their own zone, but they're going to have to punt it away on 4th down.
Yeah, but you can't blame them for being conservative, Jim. You don't want to do anything silly, and you don't want to give Marist anything back in your own zone.
No.
So the nice little screen picks up a couple of yards. They'll punt it away as the Red Hawks are at midfield for the punt.
Saratori standing at his 45-yard line awaiting the punt. Low snap. Kicks away, end over end. It's going to bounce out of bounds. It will not get to midfield. So the Marist Red Hawks, pretty decent field position for their 3rd drive of the game. They have driven it 25 yards in their first drive, 30 yards in their second drive. So they're showing a little bit of an ability to move the football. It's just they haven't had decent field position. Now they do.
Now they have pretty good field position. They've done a good job of moving the ball, but coming up short. They don't have anything to show for it. But now they'll have the ball at their own, 47-yard line. Let's see what they can do.
But if the Marist offense can give their defense a little bit of help, might turn things around a little bit in this game. Saratori in motion. Hogan looking to pass, dumps it down low. Well, they got a little bit lucky there. One of those cases where Saratori knew he was open, knew he was going to get the ball, took a peek upfield, almost dropped the football, but it's a gain of about 3.
And see, that's the bad thing about it. You take the peek upfield, you have to catch the ball first.
See, here's the thing, Kenny. Look at this. That was Marist's 18th play on offense. That's a lot of plays in a quarter of football. It just shows you that they have had bad field position to work with, so they've been driving it pretty decently, but just not getting anywhere. Zool up the middle, the fullback gets the carry, he breaks through a tackle. Zool into the defensive backfield for Brother Rice. He has a gain all the way down to the 27-yard line. 1st down, Marist, and now for the first time they take it deep into Brother Rice territory.
Boy, how strong is Marty Zool? I tell you what, he went straight up the middle, he was stopped, and all of a sudden he just breaks out. That just shows how strong he is.
I'll tell you what, Kenny, all of a sudden, Marist is starting to win the physical battles along the line of scrimmage, both on offense and on defense.
Oh, I agree 100%. And they've taken this overflow crowd out of the game. Look how quiet, listen how quiet this big crowd is.
See if Marist can run one more play before the end of the quarter. They do. Hogan turns, and Zinga gets the handoff. He gets hit right at the 25-yard line, kept the legs moving, and he did get out to the 25-yard line. So a gain of about 3 on the play. That'll make it 3rd down and 7 when we come back and start the second quarter. A touchdown on the opening kickoff of the game. 90-yard return for Brother Rice. That's the only score in the game so far at the end of 1 quarter of play. Brother Rice 7, Marist nothing on our AT&T Broadband High School Game of the Week.
You're watching the AT&T Broadband Network.
Need to simplify your life? AT&T Broadband's automatic bill payment plan can help. Sign up for Simple Pay now, and your monthly cable TV and broadband internet bills will be paid automatically. Spend more time enjoying life, not worrying about bills, writing checks, or buying stamps. To enroll, just visit our website. Simplify your life with the automatic bill payment plan from AT&T Broadband.
On 2nd and 8, Nzinga carries it down to about the 23-yard line of Brother Rice, so it's going to bring up third down, and we're going to call it 5.
Yep.
Marist ran 20 plays during the opening quarter, which also means, and you're going to be amazed by this, Kenny, the Brother Rice defense was out there for 20 plays as well.
And see, that could catch up with you in the fourth quarter.
Third down and 5. Keeper by Hogan has a first down. He's going to sprint for the corner of the end zone. He gets there. Touchdown, Marist.
Boy, how quick is he?
Wow.
Well, I tell you, this guy must run track. Did you see the way he turned that corner? Takes it in for 23 yards out, gets one block, and then he was on his own, and he just outran everybody. What he did, here it is, he rolls out. It was the quarterback keeper all the way, avoids the low tackle right there, and then he's on his own and goes in and just dives to break the plane for the 6 points.
Marist, they better get their last guy in there. They are going to have to call timeout.
Yeah, they were all messed up. Oh, look at their coaches. He mad or what?
Well,
I can get the rest
you have to burn a timeout because this is what coaches hate when you're not prepared.
Yeah, I mean, there's no reason for it. Now, look at the rollout. See, now, he'll avoid the tackle here. There's your block right there. Then he's on his own. After he gets that great outside block there, and then he's on his own. And, boy, I tell you what, he's just so quick. Once he got that block, he goes around that outside, and he gets the block from 81. And was that Jim Mazewski? I tell you what, you don't see many quarterbacks with that kind of speed.
You really have to feel for Pat Harrigan and Brother Rice because he was the only man out there in the corner. He had to protect against both the pitch and while also saying, okay, in case the quarterback keeps it, I want him to turn up into the field where my help is.
Right.
So he overran the play, making the correct decision, but there was no one behind Harrigan to get Hogan as he ran for the end zone. So now this will be a 20-yard conversion attempt by Marist. They need this to tie the game. Again, not a breath of wind here on the south side tonight. Kick is up. It's good. So we have seen a touchdown in the opening moments of the first quarter on a kickoff return and a touchdown in the opening moments here of quarter number 2. And we're tied at 7, Kenny.
And we knew this would be a great game. Evenly matched, 2 evenly matched teams, overflow crowd. Great rivalry here. The schools are what, less than a mile away? I mean, it's everything we thought it would be early in the first half.
And again, what's at stake for these two teams? Brother Rice sitting at 4-2. They get a win tonight, one more, and they know they're going to be in the playoffs. Marist has really pretty much got to run the table.
Look at the block. There's your key right there. That block coming up right here, that block is the key. And then he just runs in on his own. He is just so quick. He must run track. You see a guy run with that kind of speed. Or if he doesn't, if the track coach saw that run, he will be on the track team at the end of the football season.
Jim Mazewski with the key block on that touchdown run. Well, we've seen Brother Rice run one back, Makaitis and Dwyer, both standing deep, ready to receive this kick. It's taken by Makaitis. He fumbles the football at the 13, goes back to pick it up, and now he's got a problem. And he's tripped up at the 20-yard line. He rolls out to the 23, and then he gets fallen on top of by one of his own players. Starts a little bit of a brouhaha. But they'll get the offense and the defense out there. 1st and 10 for Brother Rice from their own 23-yard line.
Yeah, once he dropped that ball, Jim, you're right. He had a big problem. His blocking broke down. They're looking for him to run behind him, and they just fell apart. Let's see what Brother Rice does now. They've the offense has not been on the field a lot.
They had the big play on the first play from scrimmage of the game, the completion of Dwyer. There hasn't been much since then. Burns just runs into a whole bunch of Red Hawks. Boy, Kenny, it's early in the game still, but you really have to admire the job the Marist Red Hawks are doing on the defensive line of scrimmage.
That defensive line has been outstanding, and you look how big they are, too. They are big, they are quick. They've done a great job of penetrating the offensive line of the Crusaders of Brother Rice.
First time Brother Rice has really had to work with poor field position in this game. 2nd down and 9 from the 24. Dwyer is out to the right. Dropping back to pass is Nicholson, and he's in trouble.
Oh,
boy, I'll tell you what. This is an amazing show being put on by the Marist defense right now. Tom Miller with the sack all the way back to the 9-yard line.
And you know what? They didn't fall for the screen. Looked like they were trying to set up the screen. You go for the fake handoff right there. They didn't bite. And all of a sudden, you see nothing but white jerseys coming at him. And he has no blocking there. And boy, I tell you, this has been a great display by the Marist defense as he's brought down by Eric Thompson.
What an unselfish play by Louis Gall. He basically gave himself up to the one blocker that was back there for Brother Rice so Miller could come in and make the play. 3rd down, 21. Ball on the 11-yard line. Nicholson with the conservative handoff. Brother Rice just doesn't want to turn it over down here. That play goes nowhere. The Crusaders will have to punt it away again.
Again, you can't blame them for being conservative that deep into your own territory. But again, the defensive line has been absolutely superb. Look at the penetration here, Jim. There's just nowhere to go. There's absolutely nowhere to go. Marist has done a great job this half dominating the offensive line of Brother Rice.
Saratori is standing at the Brother Rice 42-yard line awaiting the kick. Line drive, end over end. Saratori handles it on the bounce. Pretty good chance to set up a return. Moves upfield, but he was taken down on a wonderful open field tackle by Matt Makaitis.
And now we see why Matt Makaitis leads the team in tackles.
Why he never comes off the field, Kenny.
That was an outstanding open field tackle.
But the Red Hawks have the ball on the Crusader 35-yard line, 1st and 10, and my, how this game has turned. The first 2 times Brother Rice touched the football, they returned the opening kickoff for a touchdown and had a 40-yard play. Ever since then, Marist has controlled the line of scrimmage. Gain of 2 on that one. It'll bring up 2nd down and 8.
And the thing is, though, Jim, how much can the Brother Rice defense take? They've been on this field almost the entire game. I would have to think come the 4th quarter, these guys should be and could be worn down. 23 plays now Marist has run from the line of scrimmage. Game tied at 7. 8.5 minutes remaining in the 2nd quarter. Saratori is out wide to the left. Hogan back to pass, trying to set up a screen. He's going to be sacked. Sacked all the way back at the 48-yard line. Tim Richards, his 4th sack of the season. Great play by Tim Richards. I tell you, he just came through that offensive line, and boy, you talk about a big play. This is a big play. Now look for Tim Richards who comes in. The blocking is pretty good up until this point. You can't say enough on that play, Jim, for the cornerbacks. They didn't let any receivers open. Can't give the guy that much time.
3rd down and 18. Hogan back to pass. He looks. He gets rid of it down the right sideline. Out of bounds. Incomplete. Pretty good defense by Rob Nacita.
Well, Brother Rice defense answers the challenge. I'll tell you what, that was a big challenge too. These 2 teams, it's like a boxing match, you know, just back and forth, back and forth.
Well, Kenny, you're on the south side. A lot of Irish people out here. It's appropriate that it's a boxing match.
This has really been a great boxing match. Back and forth, back and forth.
Good punt. Dwyer will handle it at his 6. Usually you let a punt go back there, and again, Brother Rice is not going to have very good field position to work with. They'll have the ball at their own 14-yard line, 1st and 10.
You got to let that go, I would think.
Absolutely.
I think you let that go, bounce into the end zone, and bring it out to the 20.
Well, Dwyer very nearly got burned on the previous punt return. He let the ball go, and it was very nearly down at the 1-yard line. So this time he decides to handle it. And this Marist defense, which has been absolutely swarming all over the Brother Rice offense, is back out in the field. Nicholson, hands off. Pretty good yardage by Jerry Martin over the left side of the formation. He'll pick up about 6 yards out to the 20-yard line.
Martin really hit that hole quickly, Jim. It was just a little hole. Martin shows his speed, quick feet, hit that hole hard and quick, picks up 7.
Midway through 2nd quarter, tied at 7. Slot out to the right. Murphy lined up in that slot. Handoff. Martin is going to have a first down as he's taken down at the 25-yard line. Only the 4th first down of the game for Brother Rice.
And why not? The play worked the last time. Why not do it again? Offensive line with great penetration, great movement. And all you want to do is pick up 3, you pick up 4, and there's your first down.
So we talked about Marist in the early stage of the game just getting a couple first downs to try and get the advantage of field position. Now the shoe is on the other foot, and it's what Brother Rice has to do. They've picked up 1 first down on this possession. Nicholson, hands off. And Burns stumbles at the line of scrimmage, but keeps moving forward out to about the 29-yard line, gain of 4.
I think the key there, Jim, was you're right. He kept moving. He kept his feet moving forward after he stumbled. Picks up 4, stumbling. Now, we'll see what Brother Rice can do now. This is what they want to do. Run a little clock, give the defense a chance to catch their breath. They've been on the field an awful lot tonight.
Dwyer wide right, Murphy slot right, passes to Murphy, completion, he has a first down. He's out to the 37-yard line. So now the Brother Rice Crusaders moving the ball as we get to the midway point of the second quarter.
Great recognition by Murphy. He'll be in the slot to the right. They fall back. Now see, he'll go right to the first down marker. Great field recognition. That's a great feel for the game. Gets right to the marker, catches the ball, happy with his first down.
Nice throw by Nicholson. First down and 10 from the 37-yard line. Nicholson gives to Martin, and he's met behind the line of scrimmage. He battles his way back out to the 37, so it's going to be 2nd down and 10. Nick Nash in on the tackle. But Kenny, you talked about Brother Rice maybe wanting to throw the football more. They're 4 of 5 in the game for 61 yards. We should point out, though, that 40 of those yards came on the first play from scrimmage.
I think you have to have a mix of run and pass.
Nicholson looking to throw, gets rid of it, has Murphy. He is met immediately and taken down by Louis Gall.
Right, Nicholson with a quick 2-step, 3-step drop, and just swings it right out to Nicholson, to Murphy. Not much right there. So you 1, 2, 3, throw it, swing right over, but he'll only pick up about a yard. Good defense, great recognition.
Very nice situational defense there, Kenny, by Marist, because Gall was backed off. They'll give up that completion below because now that brings up 3rd down and 8.
Right. And now you know they have to put it up in the air.
Nicholson rolls out to his right to get away from the pressure, has time, throws into traffic, great catch by Dwyer. Has it on the 48-yard line of the Marist Redhawks. First down, Brother Rice.
Oh, what a great play. Rolling out to his right, threw it off the back leg also. And you talk about good hands. You talk about Dwyer in the open. We said he's their top receiver, rolling. See, he'll throw this off his back leg, which is usually unusual, but boy, look at Dwyer, just floating through the air to come down with the reception.
Dwyer found the seam in the defense, gets the first down. Nicholson will stay with the pass, throws it out, very nearly picked off. Dwyer had fallen down, he got back up, but Bob Fabrizio was all over the coverage.
See, I like the mix, though, of run and pass. I like the mix.
Brother Rice very successful throwing the ball so far in the game. They're 6 of 8 for 76 yards.
This is only their 2nd incompletion. This one almost was picked off. Boy, I tell you, it was right into his hands also.
Timing pattern, and then once the receiver went down, it made it tougher on Nicholson. 2nd down and 10, handoff to Mikaitis. Battles his way out to the 44-yard line. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 5.
3rd and 5. Do you keep it on the ground? Play conservative?
Well, you know what, Kenny? This spot of the field with 4:04 remaining in the quarter, you maybe think of taking 2 shots at it to get your first down. The clock is running. We're now under 4 minutes.
I think you go for it, take 2 shots.
Yeah, I do too. If you're Marist and Brother Rice doesn't make it here, you want to think about using a timeout. Nicholson will throw. Had Murphy, but didn't get it to him. And the double whammy for Brother Rice that stops the clock. and no gain on the play, so it's 4th down and 6.
4th and 6, and they're going to punt it. They're not going to go for it. They're going to play conservative.
I'm a little surprised that you don't run it on that play to at least keep the clock running.
Keep the clock running, and if you pick up a yard or two, then maybe you do try it. This far back in your own territory.
Saratori standing right on his 10. What a rocket of a punt. Saratori calls the fair catch. He'll take it at the 10-yard line. The Marist offense, 90 yards to travel in 3:32.
That was one of the best punts we've seen all year. That was a pretty good punt.
That was a rocket.
Pretty good punt.
We haven't seen a lot of great punting this year, Kenny, but that was one of the better ones. Well, next week, Kenny and I will make our way to Summit as Argo hosts Oak Forest. That will be next week on our AT&T Broadband Network High School Game of the Week.
You'll give me directions?
We got to know where Argo is. Over there in First Avenue.
Okay.
You need to get out. You need to get out more, Kenny. 1st down and 10. Redhawks will keep it on the ground, and they'll also try and keep it in bounds. They do both.
Great pursuit there by the Crusaders.
Palazak taken down after short gain. Tom Bonin keeping stats for us tonight. First Avenue, right, Tom, for Argo? Harlem. Oh, I would have been in the wrong place.
In the wrong place.
You do go through Summit on First Avenue, though, don't you? Okay. Yeah, just making sure. 2nd down and 8. Hogan back to pass. He has time. He lets her rip. Has a completion. 1st down Marist. Completion to Tom Sullivan.
What a great block by the offensive line. That offensive line was absolutely unbelievable. He had all day to throw.
You know what, Kenny? I really like Hogan's mechanics throwing the deep ball.
I'll tell you what, the way he goes
back. This is a nice throw. Big, tall, strong kid.
Steps into the pocket, throws off that front leg. I'll tell you what, that's the way to do it.
Hand off up the middle. We'll pick up a couple of yards. Brian Palasak carries it out to about the 38-yard line, we'll call it. Clock running now with 2:37 remaining.
You're right. His mechanics are a thing of beauty. I like the way he steps into that pocket and he comes through, throws off that front foot, and into that follow through. Sort of like a pitcher in baseball, that follow through.
Hogan's going to throw.
Play
out
action.
To the right. Slings it out there a little bit too hot to handle. That thing was moving.
Yeah, a little too high and a little too hard. Boy, that's a Brett Favre type of throw. He had a little mustard on it.
That was a cannon. I'd like to see Hogan rock a little more farther forward on that front foot, but
mechanics are pretty impressive.
He's got a pretty good motion. 2:18 remaining here in the second quarter. Brother Rice and Marist all tied at 7. 3rd down and 7 from the Marist 38, and they have the ball. Hogan back to throw. Wants to go deep, doesn't have anybody open. Have to pull it down and run. He takes it out over the midfield stripe. That should be enough for a 1st down.
Well, when you don't have anybody open, you just do it yourself. The offensive line gave him a lot of time, but you have to give credit to the Crusaders' corners. Nobody was open, so he decided, I'll just take it myself. Here it is again. Now, he has plenty of time to block. Off the play action. Look at this. No maroon shirts around him at all, but nobody's open. So all he had to do was just put his head down, take off, and he just makes the 1st down.
Hogan, 4 of 7 for 65. Little pitch to get things going. This is Palasak. Gets over the midfield stripe. And out to about the 48-yard line. So it's going to be 3rd down and about 3.
Nice blocking off the pitch up front. So we're under 2 minutes now. Let's see what they can do in a 2-minute drill real quick.
They need a 1st down, and they can start pitching it. Palasak, right side, turns it upfield. He gets the 1st down. Battles into the secondary of Brother Rice. He's finally taken down at the 37-yard line. Tackle on the play made by Mike Mikaitis.
Once again, Jim, you have to give credit to that Marist offensive line. On the pitch, student body right is what we used to call it. Now watch the guys up front. He has a lot of blocking, then he'll put his head down to get that 1st down, breaks the tackle there, cuts back in, and he has the 1st down.
Marist uses their 2nd timeout. Remember, they had to burn a timeout after their touchdown when they couldn't get their extra point unit on the field.
And that one can come back to really haunt them.
Be sure to catch Hometown Edition with Lynn Photius Fridays at 8 o'clock right here on the AT&T Broadband Network. Hometown Edition focuses on interesting community events and people making a difference in hometowns all across Chicagoland. Go to attbroadbandnetwork.com for more information and additional showtimes. We have seen a tight battle so far here at Brother Rice High School.
Well, hey
One of the future Crusaders, no doubt. He's a legacy, Kenny. 1st and 10 from the Brother Rice 37. Hogan hands it off. Palisak, he's going to be taken down for about a loss of 1.
Well,
Marty Foley in on the stop.
The one thing you don't want to do is start running backwards, and that's exactly what he did. He didn't have anywhere to go, took a couple of steps back, loses 2 yards.
Marist lines up very quickly to go on 2nd down and 11. Hogan rolls out after the play action, finds a man open, it's complete. Sullivan down the right sideline, he buries his head, will go out of bounds at about the 7.
And that's what he wanted to do. He wanted to get out of bounds. Real smart play by Sullivan to get out of bounds.
Well, when you get good-sized guys like Sullivan and Hogan on the move and rolling out, it's just been pretty tough for Brother Rice to stay with these two guys.
Here it is again. On the fake, he bootleg, rolls right, and I tell you what, Sullivan's wide open, but watch the way he'll put his head down to get out of bounds to stop the clock.
Palazak and Zool in the backfield. This is Palazak from the 7. Gets the pitch, turns upfield, touchdown Marist. 13-7 Redhawks, 51 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter.
Well, Bryan's their leading rusher, and you saw why there. He broke a couple of tackles to get into the end zone. Pretty impressive drive by the Redhawks.
And remember, they got the ball with around 3 minutes remaining in the first half. And they take it the length of the field. Extra point, low line drive, that's good. For the first time tonight, the Redhawks have the lead 14-7. And Kenny, as it seems to always happen with the Redhawks, they fall behind, but they catch up, and many times they go ahead.
Many times they go ahead. Tonight so far, they've gone ahead, but of course we know there's a lot of football yet to be played, but that was a very impressive drive by the Redhawks. Let's see the touchdown. Now watch, he'll break a tackle right here. Boom, but he keeps his feet moving, keeps moving forward, and he'll just dive, breaks the plane for the touchdown.
Well, now you have to start looking at the game in this way for Brother Rice. Offensively, they have no points. Their lone touchdown came on a kickoff return. The Marist defense has played very, very well in this game, and now the offense is caught up.
With 51 seconds remaining, Brother Rice needs to make something happen here.
Makaitis not back to receive this kick. Dwyer is standing in the middle of the field at his own 7-yard line. Marist may decide here to go with the knuckleball.
Yeah, I was going to say line drive it. Yep.
And that's exactly what they do. They get it bouncing around. Picked up at about the 25-yard line. Pretty decent return by Scott Hayden. Takes it out to the 32-yard line.
So that's the right thing to do, is just line drive it, knuckleball it. Don't give them a chance to set up a return. You saw the opening kickoff of the game. There was a return.
Well, here's the numbers so far on Brian Hogan. 5 of 8 for 95 yards.
Not bad. He see it again, just kick it on the ground here. They don't want to give them a chance to set it up for the for the touchdown.
45 seconds remaining in the quarter. Nicholson, hands off, that'll go straight up the middle. Burns will carry, gain about a yard. And I think you have to give the credit in this first half to the Marist defense. They're the guys that really turned this game around for the Redhawks.
No question about it. They are the stars of the game so far.
Ball sitting right now in the 34. Clock running. Brother Rice has to run one more play. And you would assume after they just ran it up the middle in the last one that they'll just do something conservative here and come back and play the second half. Now keep in mind that the Marist Redhawks will receive the kickoff to begin the second half. So it started out really, really well for Brother Rice. They return the opening kickoff for a touchdown. Their first play from scrimmage goes for 40 yards. But after that, it was all Marist as the Redhawks scored 2 unanswered touchdowns, and they're going to go into the break leading 14-7 as they play, well, I guess you can call it on the road here at Brother Rice, Kenny. Most of the guys live around here. It's not that far away.
Yeah.
14-7, Marist leads Brother Rice after one half in our AT&T Broadband Network High School Game of the Week.
You're watching the AT&T Broadband Network. Due to overwhelming demand, AT&T Broadband has extended CyberLab's mission in Chicago. CyberLab is a traveling laptop computer lab which will remain in Chicago for an additional 6 months. Now is your opportunity to learn basic and advanced internet skills for free. Professionally trained instructors will travel to your school, church, or community center at no cost to you. For more information, call AT&T Broadband's Education Department at 630-288-1267. Limited time offer. Hurry, dates are filling up fast.
Welcome back to Brother Rice High School. Halftime festivities winding down. Marist leading Brother Rice 14-7 after, Kenny, a really interesting first half. And as we look at the stats, a lot of times the stats lie. This is not one of those times.
Nope, not one of those times. I tell you, this has been an outstanding game in the first half, and we see the stats coming up right there. Look at the yards passing for the Redhawks, 94-76 for Brother Rice. Yards rushing. Crusaders only 26-97 for the Redhawks. The total offense 191-102. 1 turnover. Look at the first downs. 11 first downs for the Redhawks, 6 for the Crusaders.
The thing that's amazing is how close the balance was to rushing and passing yards for Marist during that opening half. Now I have a question for you, Kenny.
Okay.
Here we are on the south side of Chicago, the far south side, right by Evergreen Park, Oak Lawn. Where do you keep horses around here?
I think you import them.
That's my question.
I think here's the opening kickoff. Now, you're talking about a young man that knows how to follow his blockers. Look at that block right there at the 20-yard line. Just gets right by the kicker, and now it is goodbye. Goodbye. 7 points right there off the bat. Opening kickoff. Beautiful way of following your blockers.
Matt Makaitis, a 90-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. That got us started and gave Brother Rice a 7-0 lead. Marist didn't score on their first possession. Brother Rice comes back for their second possession. They complete a 40-yard pass, their first play from scrimmage, and it looked like Brother Rice was going to run Marist right off the field. But at that point, the Marist defense got back in the game and really caused problems throughout the rest of the half for Brother Rice. Let's go downstairs to John Traub.
Well, thanks, guys. Down in the sideline here with Coach Mealy, and looked like after that opening kickoff, you guys are in for a dogfight. You turned the tide around real nice, though.
Well, it's been a theme for us to give up the first couple scores each year. Our kids hung in there and did a great job in the in coming back and doing what we need to do defensively to stop them. I'm excited about our chances in the second half, but there's a whole lot of football left.
Absolutely. The second half big for you for playoff opportunities. What'd you tell your kids at halftime?
I told them to just keep plugging away and don't get cocky, but just be confident.
Absolutely, Coach. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Okay. Guys, back to you.
All right, John, thank you very much. So Marist will receive here to begin the second half. And it's a big possession for Marist, Kenny, because if they can take it down and score, they've got a 2-touchdown lead, and it's awfully difficult to come back when you're 2 touchdowns down. Now Marist, this is maybe the key number of the entire first half. Marist ran 31 plays from scrimmage in that opening half. Brother Rice 21. So you can't complain if you're Brother Rice, but for Marist, that's an unbelievable amount of plays. This is the first touchdown by Marist. Quarterback Brian Hogan on the keeper, taking it into the end zone for a touchdown, 23 yards in the carry. That was early in the second quarter, so we were tied at 7-7.
Great block there, too. He waited for the block, then he got around that corner and goes in for the 6 points. So this is the last half that these two teams will play
Right,
for the
which is
for unforeseeable future.
incredible.
Amen.
It's just unbelievable. And one thing about the Catholic League, you can always count on them realigning every couple of years.
But I would think, just my opinion, that non-conference schedule, you got to get this game back.
You got to figure out a way.
You got to figure out a way.
I mean, you talk to people, the alums of these two schools. This is the only game that matters.
Well, look at the crowd.
This is the one you look forward to all
Look
year.
at the crowd. People everywhere.
They are lined up in the north end zone. They are about 4 or 5 deep, and it's not kids.
Right, adults.
It's adults. This is the game for these two teams because they like nothing better than to claim victory over the other, but they also have a lot of things to play for. Brother Rice, they win, that's number 5. Very likely they're going to the state playoffs. Marist, they have to win out to have a chance at playing in November. Ball picked up at the 5-yard line. The Red Hawks just decide to move it up the field. Martin takes it up to about the 16-yard line before he is taken down, and that is where Marist will open up 1st and 10 on offense.
Well, let's see if Marist can continue to dominate, get good field position, keep that clock running. Their defense the first half, just unbelievable. They just took control of this game after that opening kickoff.
Marist would love on this drive to eat clock and get points. But they have a long way to go. 1st and 10 from their own 16-yard line. Brian Hogan, after an outstanding first half, leads his teammates out, handoff, and it'll be a gain to about the 19-yard line. Dan Azinga on the carry. The junior had a nice first half as well. Moves the ball a little bit, be about a 2nd and 6.
Yeah, picked up about 4. They're going to keep the ball this far back in their own territory. Going to keep it on the ground. They're not going to be too fancy. Up only by 1 touchdown.
Coming out wide to the right for Marist is Jason Kamadika. And handoff up the middle again is right now Marist is deciding, well, let's see if we can just run it. And let's see if we can just pound it. Zool on the carry. He takes it out to about the 25-yard line, which is going to bring up 3rd down and 1.
Very conservative, but like we said, they want to run some clock. And this far back in your own territory, you're going to be conservative.
Tight formation for the Red Hawks. Hogan on the keeper. He pushes it over the 25-yard line. Pyle stops out at about the 26. It appears as though Hogan has enough for a first down, and he does.
They won't even measure. I like Hogan. I tell you what.
He's a good-looking kid.
Good-looking athlete, good-looking kid. Strong right here. The offensive line with the penetration. He only needed a yard. Picked up a couple.
A perfect opening series here in the second half for Marist. Gain of 4, gain of 5. Quarterback sneak for a first down, and you keep the clock running the whole time. 1st down and 10 for Hogan and the Red Hawks from the 27-yard line. Hogan back to throw, going up the right sideline, had his man, it's picked off. 2nd interception of the game for Rob Messina. And the Brother Rice Crusaders are in business at their own 45-yard line.
Big play by Messina. They needed a big play, and he came up with it. But I tell you what, though, Jim, if that ball is complete, that's a touchdown because he's going for the receiver. He goes back. But look where the receiver is. He has to step. If he catches that ball, that's a touchdown, but it's just a little bit underthrown. The pass intended for Salvatore, but a little bit underthrown.
First possession of the second half for the Crusaders. 10:20 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Murphy in motion. Handoff. Burns twists his way out to midfield. He picks up about 4, 2nd down and 6.
And did you see Burns on that carry, even falling backwards with his back to the to the defender? He kept his feet moving, and he kept falling forward.
Long way to go here in the second half, but this is where the Brother Rice Crusaders have to check for a heartbeat. It's time to keep yourselves in the game if you're a Crusader. They start out well by gaining 4 on 1st down. Dwyer wide out to the left. Nicholson looking to throw, complete to Murphy. He is absolutely drilled by Louis Gall, but not before Murphy had gotten across midfield to about the 48-yard line It's going to bring up 3rd down and 4.
3rd and 4, but watch guard. 1-2 quick drop step, but watch guard right here, right in the back. Oh, right in the numbers.
You know what? Louis Gall has had a fantastic game so far for Marist. We have seen him break up a couple of passes, and he's also had a couple of big sticks.
And that was a big stick.
Officially 3rd down and 3 for Brother Rice. Nicholson is going to roll to his right and look to throw. Being chased out of the pocket, he's trapped all the way back at the 42-yard line.
Never had anything develop. Never had anything to develop.
A huge defensive play by Marist on 3rd down.
And it seems like all night we've been talking about the huge plays of the defensive unit of the Marist Redhawks.
The Crusaders will punt it away. Kick is taken at the 21-yard line and dropped. Picked up by Saratori. Flags all over the place. Saratori is rolled down at the 21-yard line, and this is going to be in the Redhawks. So the Redhawks will keep the football, but they're going to have absolutely horrible field position.
And we're going to have a little delay because the scoreboard operator is out. The scoreboard is out.
Well, we can give you a really involved explanation of why the scoreboard has gone out, but it's a pretty simple one. There's a lot of people down there, and someone keeps kicking out the cord. Clipping on Marist.
We have a clipping penalty against the Redhawks.
If we can get a shot, there's a scoreboard, but now as you pull out, you will see a lot of people.
This shot is being taken by the gentleman who is normally our director, Elliot Barlog, and I was going to say, Elliot, drop the camera and go plug in the scoreboard, but Elliot manned the camera instead.
On the return, that's a half the distance to the goal, 1st down.
As you saw, 8:24 remaining in the 3rd quarter. So this presents a very interesting series for Marist on offense. They're deep in their own territory. They have the ball at their own 10-yard line. Brother Rice, maybe a chance to make a big play on defense.
They had a good look at that clip.
Hogan, hands off, straight up the middle. Carry by Dan Nzinga. He moves the pile out to about the 15-yard line, bring up 2nd down and 5.
I like that. Right off the bat, let's go right up the middle. See, they're in no hurry. They want to run the ball. Keep it on the ground, pick up a couple of 1st downs. That's what they want to do.
Zool gets the carry, takes it up the middle. He is smacked by Marty Foley, but still spun off and picked up a couple of yards after that, taking the ball out to about the 20-yard line. So again, Marist with a 3rd down and 1 in their opening series of a possession.
And he was really popped by Foley, but he was able to spin away.
Matt Foley, 6'3", 190, likes to smack people. And remember, playing on a bit of a dinged ankle that he sprained in practice on Wednesday.
Looks pretty good to me.
Tight formation for Marist, 3rd down and 1. This time they decide to hand off, and they've got a 1st down. A 1st down and then some, all the way out to about the 25-yard line. So on 3rd and 1 in the previous drive, we saw Hogan keep it and just go right at the middle. That time he faked the handoff, took it over the left side. The end result the same. Marist has another 1st down.
Here it is again now. Everybody will go for the handoff, and that's a pretty good handoff. He decides to keep it, follows his blocker. He only needs the 1 yard, picks it up. Good blocking up front. Pretty good fake on the handoff also.
Jim Mazurski out wide to the right.
Wow. They were showing blitz, and I think a little encroachment there.
Well,
no contact.
The Brother Rice defenders did make contact.
I think that was Scott Hayden.
Encroachment on the defense. It's a 5-yard penalty, still 1st down.
This is what really hurts your defense because now you're looking at 1st down and 5.
1st and 5. They showed blitz, and Hayden couldn't stop this low contact.
13 1st downs in the game now for Marist. Hogan pitches. Nzinga carries, has plenty of yardage over the right side. Another 1st down for the Redhawks. all the way out to the 38-yard line. Dan Hennigan, number 10, making the tackle.
They do such a great job on that pitch, Jim. We've seen it a couple of times tonight. Watch the way he'll pitch it out, then he'll go to the right side, follow those big offensive linemen for the first down of Fort Marist.
Well, you know, Kenny, you almost think too much of a gain on that play by Nzinga because you'd almost like to have 2nd and 1 just to go deep into your playbook if you so choose. But another first down for the Red Hawks. Handoff goes to Zool. He gets nowhere. Met right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd down and 10 coming up.
He had nowhere to go there. There was nothing.
But you notice now in the last series, Marist ran the football three straight times, got a first down, went to the air, had the ball picked off. Now I'm willing to bet we don't see the ball in the air unless we get into, say, 3rd down and long.
Well, at 2nd and 10, I don't think we'll see it.
Mazurski out wide to the right again. Zool is up forward. Pass by Hogan after the fake. He's chased out of the pocket and down he goes. Sack on the play made by Jack McGrail. So now it's going to bring up 3rd down and 13. So the Brother Rice defense, after getting themselves into a little bit of a problem with a penalty that made it 1st and 5, after another first down, they get the down and distance in their favor. It's 3rd down and 12.
And McGill did not bite on the play fake and comes away with the big sack. Now you're talking 3rd and 12.
Hogan pitches. This is Nzinga. Has a little bit of room, battles his way out to the 42-yard line. The ball is on the turf. The ball is on the turf, and the Crusaders have it. 2nd turnover in as many drives in the second half for Marist. The Crusaders again get the ball in pretty good field position. The last drive they didn't cash in. Matt Makaitis gives his offense a chance.
He gives his offense a chance, and again, he shows why he's the best tackler on this team. Here you go again, 3rd and 12. They're going to go conservative. You pitch it out to the right side. Let's see if we can see who knocks the ball loose.
That play is a killer for Marist, Kenny, because by pitching it and running it on 3rd and 12, you're conceding to give the ball up. Well, then you compound that by just coughing it up. Handoff up the middle. Good yardage all the way out to the 30-yard line.
Jim Miller. And we have a flag.
Flag down at the play after the run by Jim Miller took the ball out to the 30-yard line.
Miller broke a couple of tackles to get great
I have
yardage.
a dead ball, personal foul.
Boy, and things all of a sudden just starting to unravel for the Marist Redhawks. A turnover followed by a 10-yard gain by the Brother Rice offense, and then a personal foul that will take the ball all the way down to the 15-yard line. 1st and 10, Brother Rice.
Dead ball personal foul. Let's see if we can pick it up. What?
Nicholson under center. Handoff goes to the first man through. That is Burns. He'll pick up about 3 yards down to the 12.
Jerry Martin gets to the 11-yard line. They had the full house in the backfield. But all the momentum now has shifted to the Crusaders.
4:43 remaining in the 3rd quarter. 14-7, Marist leading Brother Rice, but the Crusaders are driving. This is their deepest penetration offensively in the entire game.
Wishbone in backfield.
Handoff to Miller. He puts his hand on the ground, battles his way across the 10, down to about the 8 before he is taken down. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
How did he break that tackle? He was hit as soon as he received the ball, and all of a sudden he turns what should be a loss of yardage into 3 yards.
3rd down and 4 from the 9. Remember, the Crusaders' only touchdown of the game came on the opening kickoff return. Their offense has yet to get to the end zone. Pitch. Miller to the outside, turns the corner, gets a block. He will have the first down at the 5-yard line. I may have jumped the gun a little bit on that. We might need a measurement. Well, now they mark him all the way back to the 7, so he doesn't have it.
Here it is again in the full house out the backfield. The quarterback, everybody blocking, and he's going to be about a yard short.
John Burns implores the Brother Rice fans to get on their feet. 4th down and 2. And then Louis Gall turns around to all the Marist fans gathered behind the goalpost and does the same.
This is what it's all
down,
about.
the scoreboard says 1. It's actually about 2. They need to get the ball just inside the 5-yard line. Nicholson trying to draw them off. They'll call timeout.
Yep, he tried to draw them off sides, couldn't get them.
Not a bad way to play it if you're Brother Rice.
Not a bad way to play it at all. He tried to pull them off sides. They wouldn't go for it. Brother Rice has to take the timeout.
Try for the freebie. If you don't get it, you burn a timeout.
Yeah, well, why not?
I don't have any.
Well, it was a long count, little head movement, but he didn't move his shoulders. He moved his head a little bit, but not the shoulders. Trying to draw him off sides. Not a bad play.
One thing to keep in mind as this game progresses, as generally speaking in high school football, 4 turnovers is the magic number. If you turn the ball over 4 times, the overwhelming majority of the time, you do not win. Marist has already turned the ball over 3 times. Now remember, this drive started inside Marist territory at the 40. That was after a fumble. And keep in mind also, 15 yards of this drive came on a personal foul. Again, it's about 4th down and 1.5 yards.
Biggest play of the night.
Triplets in the backfield behind Nicholson. Pitch goes to Miller. Miller has the 1st down. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at about the 2. 1st and goal for Brother Rice.
Coming out of that wishbone, out of the backfield, get that extra blocker out of the backfield, hit the pitch. Look at your quarterback leading the way. Don't you like that? Your quarterback leading the way right into your living room. 1st down, Brother Rice.
3:43 remaining in the 3rd quarter.
Well, I like that. When you have a quarterback that's not afraid to lead the blocking.
Martin, Burns, and Miller in the backfield. Nicholson at quarterback. Handoff again to Miller. Pushes the pile forward. Touchdown, Brother Rice. They'll get a chance at an extra point to tie it at 14.
Now, do you go for the tie?
Yes.
Or do you go for the 2?
Oh, you kick it. You kick it, Mike Martz.
Here it is again. Out of the full house backfield. Look at the offensive line with that penetration. And tell you what, Miller was stopped, and he just kept his feet moving. He noticed he was stopped at the goal line, but he kept his feet moving and got into the end zone.
John Burns ran through the whole first, Kenny. He couldn't find anybody to block. That's how well the offensive line did in that play. George Anderson in for the extra point. Boy, we have seen some nice kicking in this game so far. Extra point is good. We're back where we started. With 3:39 remaining in the 3rd quarter, Brother Rice and Marist all tied at 14. Kenny, it wasn't necessarily a pretty drive, and Brother Rice got a lot of help. But you know what? Once they got down inside the 10, they just played smash mouth football.
Smash mouth football right up the middle. Just what you want to do. Miller, and like you said, John Burns ran through the hole. Nobody to block. That's how great that offensive line was. Burns led the way. We're tied at 14.
40 yards on that drive, 6 plays. Keep in mind, 15 of those came on a penalty.
And we just had a shot of our little fan club that we had before the game.
Our buddies.
Yeah. A shot of the guys that went and got pizza.
Kenny had those guys acquiring pizza for us before the game. Some very resourceful young gentlemen here on the south side.
Great hospitality here at Brother Rice. Outstanding notes and stats.
You know, Kenny, I'm glad you brought that up because our thanks to the coaches and the athletic staffs at both Marist and Brother Rice, because they get the Crayon Award. They supply the information. We all had it by Tuesday, and we thank them for that. Made it much easier for us to prepare for the game. Look out for the reverse. It's a fake reverse, and it's going nowhere.
And nobody bit it. Oh, my goodness. Dan Hennigan.
Dan Hennigan didn't buy any of it.
Nope, he wasn't going for the reverse.
Ryan Files looked like he was setting up the reverse, but instead, Marist is going to start deep in their own territory.
Now watch Marist. Now look, they look like they had to go for the reverse, but Hennigan says, no, I'm not going to buy it, and an open field tackle right there. That's the way you tackle in the open field.
This is the third possession for Marist here in the second half. The two previous drives have ended because of turnovers, an interception and a fumble. Saratori in motion. Handoff to Nzinga. He has popped at the line of scrimmage, taken down, no gain. Might have even lost a yard.
Nothing. Mikaitis. Look for number 7 right here, Jimmy. Nobody blocks Mikaitis. He gets in, and there's a loss of 1 yard. Mikaitis comes from the blind side. Nobody blocked him. The running back never saw him.
The Brother Rice defense here in the second half making some big plays with the turnovers, but in that case, putting the down and distance in their favor. 2nd and 11 from the 15. Hogan rolls out. He's being chased, and he's taken down. Taken down at the 8-yard line. Tim Richards coming in and making the sack, his second sack of the game.
Matt Mikaitis, I tell you, this guy, we've said his name so much today, Jim. Watch, they roll out, they keep forgetting to block Mikaitis. He comes in and he'll just dive for the ankle, just clips him up, and down he goes.
Nice call, Kenny. I had Richards, it was Mikaitis. Richards came in and was in the area after it was over with. 3rd down and 17 for Marist. The ball on their own 8-yard line. They'll just run it and try and get back some of the yardage and give their punter some room. Carry goes out to about the 14-yard line. That was Zool. And Marist will have to turn the ball over again.
Boy,
although this time it's by choice.
That old Mo. That old Mo. Momentum is now on the side of the Crusaders of Brother Rice.
Dwyer stands at his 48-yard line. Check that. He stands at the Marist 48-yard line. Kick is away. It's high. It's short. And the Marist Redhawks pick it up just in case Foley touched it. He did not. 1st and 10 for Brother Rice in a 14-14 game. The ball is at the Marist 27-yard line.
Wow.
Everything is going Brother Rice's way here in the second half.
You could not ask for a worse punt if you're Marist. You could not ask for a worse punt. On the 27-yard line. Let's see what they come out and do.
Handoff. Miller takes it up to the 26-yard line. That'll be a gain of about 2 on the play.
You know what? I like to mix it up right here. Now, you're going to be at the 25-yard line. Why not go forward right now? But, you know, I'm not a conservative.
You know what, Kenny? You could go play action here because the running game has been working so well.
So I'm saying, why not go forward right now?
1 minute. No wide receivers lined up for Brother Rice. They'll roll out and try and throw it off that formation.
Oh, good block.
Complete to Miller. Has the first down.
But give Jerry Martin credit. What a block by Jerry Martin. Oh,
that was Miller on the reception.
Miller
first
on the
down
reception.
Crusaders.
Well, watch the block here by number 32 as they roll out. Jerry Martin, he'll come back. Watch the block right there. Oh, hits him. The reception, first down.
45 seconds remaining in the third quarter.
I'm almost as excited as the guy next to me.
The ball, and that's tough. First down and 10 from the 16. Pitch. Martin turns the corner, gets upfield. He's forced out of bounds at the 12.
I tell you, that was a great block by Martin. Now a great run.
Got one word for you, Kenny. Decaf.
Here's Martin again.
15 seconds left.
Okay, I don't think we'll get a playoff. Do you think we may? Only 7 seconds.
2nd down and 7. They just get it off before the buzzer. Handoff up the middle. That time it was Martin going right at the middle. He battles his way down inside the 10-yard line, so it's going to be 3rd down when we come back for the start of quarter number 3. The first half belonged to the Marist Redhawks. The third quarter dominated by the Brother Rice Crusaders. We go to the final quarter. Brother Rice 14, Marist 14 on our AT&T Broadband High School Game of the Week.
You're watching the AT&T Broadband Network.
AT&T Broadband is proud to welcome a new addition to our customer service department. 1-866-594-1234. A new toll-free number to access our customer service for digital cable, high-speed internet, and digital phone service. 1-866-594-1234. We're here to assist you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. AT&T Broadband. 3 great services, 1 convenient phone number.
12 minutes of football left in regulation. And the reason why I say that, Kenny, Brother Rice and Rita, was that 3 weeks ago?
6 overtimes.
6 overtimes. The game ended about midnight.
It's past my bedtime.
Do we get overtime?
I doubt it.
Here's the situation. Game tied at 14. We start the fourth quarter. Brother Rice has the ball. 3rd down and 3 from the Marist 10-yard line.
Everywhere you can put a person, there's a person standing.
Makaitis, Burns, and Miller in the backfield. Nicholson's going to roll out on 3rd down, throw for the corner of the end zone. Touchdown, Brother Rice. Flag goes down on the play. A flag is down on the play. The completion to Jack McGrail in the back corner of the end zone. Here's the call. Ineligible man downfield on Brother Rice. It's coming back.
Boy, that's tough. When you have a rollout play.
One of the linemen must have released and gone upfield.
Man, that's tough. Usually you get that when a quarterback's scrambling around.
Right.
But not in a situation like that.
I have illegal man downfield on the offense. 5-yard penalty from the spot of the foul or previous spot, 3rd down. 65.
5-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Still 3rd down.
3rd down, 8 from the 15. Still, Kenny, with 8 yards to go, maybe you take a shot at running it here and going for it on 4th down. Although we've seen good kicking in this game, you might try the field goal from here.
Well, you're gonna go
shotgun formation. Nicholson rolls out. He's in big trouble.
Nowhere to go.
The worst of all things for Brother Rice. They take a sack on 3rd down when they might have been in field goal range.
Well, they're out of field goal range now.
Well,
that was Tom Miller.
Oh, they're going to try a field goal from here, Kenny.
Tom Miller came in with the big sack.
George Anderson is in the game to try a field goal. The ball is going to be spotted at the 32-yard line, which is going to make this a 42-yard attempt.
Wow.
There is not a breath of wind in this stadium tonight.
Look at the flag. They are limp. 42-yarder.
Ensminger on the hold. Anderson kicks it up. Does it have enough legs? No. Short. Field goal attempt, no good. We're still tied at 14. 11:01 remaining in the fourth quarter. Let's go downstairs to John Traub.
Well, thanks, guys, and I'm down the field with Brother Paul Ickes, the fine athletic director here at Brother Rice. And, Paul, I made the turn tonight at 99th Street, heard Freebird from a band at a tailgate party on the lawn across the street from school. What a great atmosphere here tonight.
It is. This has been a great rivalry for a long time. Unfortunately, it's going to come to a close, at least for the time being, but great atmosphere, great weather, great people.
The 28th meeting between these two teams, 14-13, Marist has the lead. The significance of this trophy going to be escalated by the fact that this meeting will end after the season.
Yes, whoever wins tonight is going to keep this trophy at least for a while, but 2 great schools and a great game.
Tell us what this matchup means to the community, the battle for Pulaski Road, if you will.
there's a strong community spirit. A lot of the kids know each other, and it's just people talk about it for months before the game occurs. They talk about it months after it occurs. It's just a great tradition, and hopefully someday we'll be able to bring it back in some form.
Well, based on the participation here tonight, everyone on both sides of the stands will echo those sentiments, that's for sure. Guys, back upstairs, Brother Ickes, thank you very much for having us out here tonight. Appreciate it. Jim, back to you.
Oh, we're back.
So incomplete on second down. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 13 for Marist from their own 17-yard line.
On their own 16-yard line.
Nice to hear from the AD at Brother Rice,
Okay.
our host for tonight. They fed us before the game, and they've given us a pretty good show. Game tied at 14, 10:23 remaining in the 4th quarter. Would certainly seem to be a passing down for Marist. Hogan back to throw. Looks over the middle, comes to the outside. The ball tails on him just a little bit as he got rid of it. Phil Saratori tried to make the adjustment. He was covered by Dwyer, incomplete. Marist will have to punt.
Here it is again now. Boy, he had plenty of time too, but the throw was just a little bit high. And he tries to adjust to come back to it, but a little bit high, and boy, almost picked off. Could have been 6.
Dwyer standing right at midfield awaiting the punt. 10:20 remaining in the 4th quarter. The Marist kicking game has been outstanding tonight. That's an end-over-end punt, but not bad.
Not bad
Dwyer
at all.
decides to let it roll. And, oh my goodness, what a dangerous play.
Why would you touch that?
What a dangerous play by Jack McGrail.
Oh,
But Brother Rice will indeed keep the football.
Oh, why would you touch it? Oh my goodness.
That was very nearly panic time.
Oh, I think that was panic time. Here it is again now. Just let it go.
Dwyer decides, okay, I'm just going to let this thing go. Forget it, not touching it. And then here comes McGrail. Well, look at Dwyer. Dwyer reached out to grab McGrail. Where are you going?
He reached in to grab him back.
What are you doing? 1st and 10 for the Crusaders. They've shown an ability to run the ball so far tonight. Miller over the right side avoids a tackle. He'll take it down to the 41-yard line before he's finally pulled down well into the Marist backfield by Jim Werner.
What a performance by Miller this second half. He has been absolutely superb. He picks up the 1st down here. You have the extra blockers in the backfield. They come out of the triple post and out in the backfield. This guy has done an outstanding job.
You know what, Kenny? I swear this crowd has grown in about the last
look behind you.
10 or 15 minutes.
All these people everywhere.
1st down and 10 from the 41. Handoff to Burns, the first man through. He'll take it down to the 32. Another 1st down for the Brother Rice Crusaders. Tackle on the play made by Sean O'Shea.
Makes it up a little bit this time. Instead of giving it to the last guy through, out of the 3 guys in the back, you give it to the 1st guy through.
Well, the Red Hawks, they take a timeout. Let me take back the 1st down that I gave to Burns on that play. He's going to be about 1.5 yards short. But the Marist defense was outstanding in this game in the 1st half. But here in the 2nd half, the Brother Rice Crusaders have run the ball up and down the field. They've got some help from some penalties. Next week, Kenny and I will go to Argo. We'll check out the Argonauts hosting Oak Forest. We go back into the Sika for a battle next week on the AT&T Broadband Network High School Game of the Week.
Now, you brought up the point about the crowd growing larger. They just made an announcement to ask people to clear the scoreboard again and the fence. People are everywhere in this place.
Take a look at what Marist has remaining. Remember, they have to win out to get to the state playoffs. Loyola having a tough year. St. Lawrence appears like a game that Marist should be able to win. So this is the one they have to get tonight. And right now they're tied, but Brother Rice has the ball. 2nd down and 2 from the 33. Burns takes the fake, goes up the middle. He'll push the pile to about the 30-yard line. That's going to be close to a 1st down.
Boy, see where they spot. It's going to be close. Did they give it to him? It's going to be extremely close.
They haven't told the chains to move. Now they do. 1st down.
1st down. With 9.5 to go. They want to keep those chains moving.
Miller lines up as a wingback. Miller in motion. He'll get the handoff around the right side. He's pulled down. Couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Tackle on the play for Marist, made by Jason Kamadika.
Kamadika with an outstanding tackle. And here you see the remaining for Brother Rice, St. Patrick's and Loyola. But tonight is the game that they think if they win tonight, they are in the state playoff.
If they win tonight, they could very well be looking at 7-2. 9:04, clock running. 2nd down and 10. After no gain on the first down, and again the Marist defense comes up big. Hit behind the line of scrimmage. Miller was initially hit by Eric Thompson.
And broke it. Jim Warner came out of nowhere, hit him, and he breaks that tackle and picks up 3 yards.
It's really strange, Kenny, the way in this game the defenses have gone along and not looked that good, and all of a sudden the tide turns in a couple of big plays, and that's what's happened for Marist the last couple of plays. 3rd down, 6 on the 26. Back to pass is Nicholson. Has some pretty good protection. Rolls out, everybody's covered. Nicholson puts it up for grabs. Dwyer can't come down with it. Double coverage on the play for Marist.
Double coverage in the end zone. He had plenty of time as he rolls out. Has a lot of time looking for the end zone, looking right. Never looked his man off, Jim. Notice that. Going, staying with the receiver. Puts it down right into your living room, and a couple of white shirts to break it up.
Now, the previous possession, we saw George Anderson attempt a 42-yarder. And we are going to have timeout, Brother Rice. You wouldn't think you would punt it from here from the 26. If you try the field goal, it's a 43-yarder, and Anderson was well short from 42.
What?
Join Paul Lisnek on Political Update for issues and answers to politics that affect you and your community. Fridays at 9 o'clock right here on the AT&T Broadband Network. Go to attbroadbandnetwork.com for more information and additional show times.
Okay. So do you go for a punt? I mean, or do you go for a field goal?
Well, I'll tell you what. If it were my choice with the way my defense is playing, I would go for the first down here. Or try throwing it into the end zone. If it's incomplete, the ball comes back to the 26.
Anyway, yeah, if
it's picked off, it's a touchback. The other option is you catch it and get a touchdown and you go ahead.
I say go for it.
They will go for it. Nicholson on the field. He has Dwyer out to the right. Brother Rice, 8 of 11 throwing for 90 yards in the game. Keep an eye on Dwyer. Nicholson wants Dwyer. Dwyer couldn't get off the line of scrimmage. Great defense at the line of scrimmage by the Marist Redhawks. Brian Palisak had the coverage. He would not let Dwyer release off the line.
He wouldn't let him go off the line. Knocked him back within the legal limit of the yardage. Good play. But, you know, it's okay to go for that thing because now your defense has been having an outstanding half anyway.
Right.
So you had nothing to lose by going for
Exactly.
it. You're not going to make a 43-yard field goal, and I don't think you want to punt it.
And the throw was ticketed for the end zone. As we said, if it gets picked off, no big deal.
No big deal.
Maybe get a catch. Brother Rice, they ran 7 plays. They started that drive in their own 46. They get nothing. 8:09 remaining in the fourth quarter. Tied at 14. Marist with the ball. They'll start out with a run on first down. Palisak, who made the nice defensive play a moment ago, he'll carry the ball. He'll gain 3, 2nd down 7.
Now here's what they want to do now. You know Marist, they're going to try to keep their ball right in the middle of the field. Don't be surprised if you don't see that ball go up at all. Just keep it on the ground, try to get some first downs, and run that clock.
Hogan has shown a pretty good arm. Wide to the left is Saratori. Hogan tries to step up into a pocket that doesn't exist. He has to run and he has room. Hogan pulled down from behind by Marty Foley, but not before Hogan carries the ball to the 41. First down, Marist. 7.5 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter.
Right, great tackle here by Foley. Now you see he's going back, tried to step up into the pocket, didn't have anything to materialize, so he had to take off on his own and just go. Now watch Foley, he'll come right here and just reach out and grab him. Boy, you have to get those tearaway jerseys.
Earl Campbell or Greg Pruitt would have gotten away.
But I think you want to keep the ball on the ground anyway.
1st and 10 from the 41. Pitch back. Palizak takes it up the middle. He'll carry it out to about the 44-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. It's going to be 3rd down and 7. Remember, Marist has turned it over 3 times in this game.
And they do not want to turn it over here, especially in their own territory.
Hogan is 6 of 12, but he's thrown 2 picks. Both interceptions made by Rob Nacita, the right cornerback. Saratori is out to the left. Flag goes down. Boy, and that flag came down well before you would think.
I have a dead ball.
It was too
illegal
much time.
Substitution,
Illegal
12 men on the field,
substitution.
offense.
Boy, Marist has killed themselves in the second half with mistakes. Personal foul penalty, illegal substitution, 2 turnovers.
Illegal substitution. Boy, there's really no excuse for an illegal substitution, especially when you're talking about a tie ball game with 6 minutes and 55 seconds to go.
Marist had 12 men on the field.
I'm at the 20.
2nd down and 12.
Boy, that hurts. If you're a Marist fan, that's crucial.
6:38 remaining in the 4th quarter. Hogan is back to pass. Looks downfield, fires, complete. Short of the 1st down. Completion out to about midfield. Phil Saratori came back and made the catch. The ball is spotted at the Marist 49. 3rd down and 2.
Here it is again and again. Good blocking. Look at that. Plenty of time. Steps up into the pocket. Fires it to Saratori, who's going to be just a little bit short of the 1st down.
Dan Ebel on the coverage. Kept the play in front of him, made the tackle.
So
now 100 yards passing in the game for Marist.
That will now make it 3rd and 2.
5:56 remaining in the 4th quarter. 3rd down, 2. Handoff. Won't get there.
So what do you do now?
Tom Miller on the carry. Kenny, he got to about midfield. He was turned back. It is going to be 4th down and 1.
Whew. Boy, do you punt it or do you?
Well, you know what, Kenny? 5:27 left. You can turn it over to your defense. 4th down and 1 from midfield for the Marist Redhawks. Sneak by Hogan. They moved early. It'll be a penalty on Marist. So it won't hurt them. They'll back it up 5, and now they'll punt it away.
Everybody moved for the Marist offensive line. That entire line moved.
Well, realistically, with as quickly as
I
Marist
have
lined
dead
up,
ball, illegal procedure on the offense. 5-yard
that's the
penalty,
kind of
still
play where
4th
maybe you just
down.
have the center and the quarterback go.
And everybody else stands still. Here it is again. Look, everybody goes. Everybody goes.
Well, it wasn't that they were going, Kenny. I think it was more of they weren't set.
Well, yeah.
Hogan saw that he had a hole and he wanted to get the ball snapped quickly.
Well, now there's no question you punt the ball.
Dwyer is the one who will have to make the decision at the 22 whether to handle it or whether to let it bounce. 5:18 remaining. Kick is away, another good kick. Dwyer says, everybody get away, let it bounce. And it will roll dead at the 18-yard line. So that is where the Marist Redhawks will begin to play defense and try and get this game into overtime. For Brother Rice, let's look at it realistically. That 42-yard field goal attempt by Anderson, he needed to be about 10 yards closer. So to give Anderson a decent shot at it, they're going to need to get the ball down to at least the 15-yard line.
With 5 minutes to go. This far back in your own territory, I'm not sure you're going to throw the ball. You may want to keep it on the ground.
Dwyer goes in motion. Nicholson will hand it off. 2 hands around the football, gain of about 1 out to about the 20.
Oh, you better believe 2 hands around the football.
5 minutes remaining in the 4th quarter. Game tied at 14. Our AT&T Broadband Network High School Game of the Week. Brother Rice against Marist. Jim Blaney along with Kenny McReynolds. John Traub is here on the sidelines. Tom Bannon Tom Bonin crunching the numbers for us. And a lot of numbers to crunch, the most important of which, 4:41 remaining. Dwyer out wide to the left. Miller and Burns in the backfield. Dwyer comes in motion. Nicholson is going to roll. He's looking for Dwyer. Goes over the middle, up in the air, picked off. Picked off by the Marist Redhawks. Tom Miller takes it out the sidelines. Marist in business. 1st and 10. They'll have the ball on the Brother Rice 20-yard line.
Well, he was looking for Dwyer the entire time. Never took his eyes off of him from the big. Once he went into motion, he never took his eyes off of him. Here he comes in motion, right into your living room. Now, watch once he snaps the ball. Never takes his eyes off of him. If I can see it, you can see it. You know Marist can see it. It goes up a little high, and it is picked off right there into your living room.
It was Palasak on the interception,
Palasak
Kenny.
with the interception.
So Palasak on the last, on the 2 final plays of the last 2 Brother Rice possessions. Palasak, remember, jammed Dwyer at the line on the final play of the previous possession.
Right.
Didn't let him get out into the pattern into the end zone. That time comes up with the interception on the tip. They're going to put 18 seconds back on the clock.
Right. Here it is again now. You see Dwyer goes in motion, and watch a little bit high.
He was hit right as he threw it, Ken.
Yeah, it's a little overthrown for the pick.
4:07 remaining in the 4th quarter. 1st and 10 from the Brother Rice 21. Zool carries inside the 20 down to about the 17.
Inside 4 minutes. This is exactly what Marist wants to do. Picked up 4 yards there. Keep it on the ground. Run that clock. On the 16-yard line of Marist. I'm sorry, of Brother Rice.
Palasak on the carry, has some room. He's over the right side. Gets down close to the 10-yard line. He will be short of the 1st down.
What a game Palasak has had. He has been everywhere on the field, both offensively and defensively.
Do you try for the field goal if you don't get the 1st down? 3rd down and 1 from the 13.
I think if I don't get it, you have to go for the field goal. But at 3rd and 1, and we've seen that Hogan is so quick, I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps it himself.
Under 3 minutes to go. Hogan, hands off, 1st down fumble. The ball's in the turf. It appears the Redhawks have gotten it back.
Oh my goodness. Hogan with the handoff. Watch this ball just pop loose, Jimmy. Here's the handoff. Reach in, snapping the ball. Oh, good hit. Boy, that hit just knocked that ball out of there. But
Mike Heinlein with maybe a season-saving fumble recovery. Remember, Marist has to win out if they're planning on playing in November.
So now, 1st and goal.
Clock starts to run, 2:46 remaining. 1st down and goal from the 4. Dan Chavka is in the backfield as a blocker. Hogan rolls out, he's in trouble, he's sacked. Hogan sacked back at the 11-yard line.
Scott Hayton was right there. Hogan decides to roll out. Now, so he'll roll out to his right, and watch Hayton right here. Gets off the block, boom, right there. Ouch. Oh, that has to hurt.
2nd down goal from the 10. Palasak is in the backfield. He's back there with Marty Zool. Saratori is wide to the left. Pitch to Palasak. Has some blocking. Dances up the middle. Flag goes down. So Palasak will take the ball down to the 5. It's going to be a holding call against Marist. And the danger there is not only do you lose the yardage, but you back up a possible game-winning field goal attempt.
Holding.
So now, penalties at this situation is very, very difficult. Let's see if we can pick up the hold. Here's the pitch. Now they go out to the right side, and here's your hole right there as the flags come flying in. So now that will make it what?
Obviously, the Brother Rice Crusaders opt to back up the Red Hawks.
Holding.
The ball will be placed right on the 20-yard
penalty
line.
from the spot of the foul. Still second
down and goal from the 20.
Boy, Marist needs a big play, Jim.
Well, they need to pick up 20 yards in 3 plays. And they do have a pretty good field goal kicker, so they can opt to kick it if they choose. Hogan is back to pass. Looking into the right corner of the end zone, puts it up, picked off at the goal line. Picked off by Dwyer. He has a return going. He has some blocking. Dwyer to the right sideline. He has one man to beat. It's Palizak who drives him out of bounds. The Brother Rice Crusaders have the ball with 1:33 remaining. The 4th turnover in the game, 3rd of this half for the Marist Red Hawks.
And earlier you said if you turn the ball over 4 times, you usually
don't win.
Bad things happen. Here it is again now. Hogan's going for it all. Throws it really high, kind of a lob, and right into the hands of Tom Dwyer. And you talk about a nice return. This is an outstanding return, too. He had one man to beat. He couldn't beat him. But I tell you what, Jimmy, he put Brother Rice in great position.
The Crusaders need about 50 yards in 1:33 to give their field goal kicker a chance. Nicholson sacked back at the 39-yard line.
Well, you got to keep it going now. How many timeouts do they have left? Brother Rice.
Brother Rice has 1. I thought they used 2 of them.
Well,
doesn't make a difference really because they're going to be throwing the ball. They'll get incompletions or first downs. Nicholson back to throw. He's going to be flushed out again.
And
flag down, and he just gets rid of it.
That could be like a hold or a clip.
Now if you're Marist, you might get the ball back.
You might get the ball back, yeah.
1:04 remaining. It's going to be 2nd down again. If you're Marist, you might want to think about declining the penalty, possibly. No, they're going to back up Brother Rice.
They'll back him up. It's going to be a hold.
The ball is going to be marked all the way back.
10-yard penalty from the spot
the
of the
Brother
foul.
Rice
Still second down.
12-yard
78.
So now Marist has a chance to get the ball back.
They can call timeout. They can stop the clock. If you're Brother Rice, you certainly don't want to throw it here because incompletion stop the clock. They put trips out to the left. Dwyer is out to the right. Nicholson will hand it off. Burns taken down at the 19-yard line.
2 hands on the
Marist
ball.
will indeed call timeout with 57 seconds left. We're going to take a break. Final minute of play. Game tied at 14. The conclusion in a moment as we continue on the AT&T Broadband Network High School Game of the Week. .56 seconds remaining. 14-14 between Marist and Brother Rice. 3rd down, 31 from the 14. Marist has a shot at getting the ball back here.
They have a great shot at getting the ball back here. I don't think if you're Brother Rice, I don't think you pass the ball.
No, absolutely not. Marist has to win to keep their season alive. Nicholson, hands off.
Nowhere to go.
The purpose here by Burns not to fumble it. He hangs on to it, ball to 23. Marist will use another timeout. Stops the clock, 48 seconds to go, 4th down. The Red Hawks are going to get the ball back one more time.
Well, like you say, his goal here is just not to fumble the ball. You see he'll have both hands, look at those, both arms around the ball. He's not going to let anybody knock that ball loose. So now Marist spent their final timeout.
Let's add this into the mix. With 4th down and 30, you can go all out and try and block the punt also. Let's see if Marist even has anybody back to receive the punt. Inside AT&T Broadband for the latest news and technology about cable provider with Kelly Polisi, Friday nights at 9:30 right here in the AT&T Broadband Network. 48 seconds remaining.
Okay, now let's see if they go all off.
Let's see how hard Marist goes to the punt block.
I think you got to go all out. Here they come.
They don't get very close. Not that good of a punt. Let's see which way it spins. It'll roll out right at the 40-yard line. So once again, you would have to think that the Red Hawks are going to have to get the ball down to about the 15-yard line. That's 25 yards in 40 seconds to give their kicker a chance. Again, not a breath of wind tonight. The air is absolutely still.
Not a good punt at all. Tough situation for Brother Rice. We have seen one good football game here tonight.
We finally got a close one, Kenny.
Yeah, it's a pretty good one.
Only took us 7 weeks. Triplets to the right. Hogan under center. 38 seconds to go. Hogan looks downfield, throws complete. Complete to about the 26-yard line. First down, Marist. They'll line up quickly.
They'll line up quickly. The clock will stop while they move the chains. Here it is again. Talk about great coverage, Jim. Look at this. Beautiful coverage, and boom, caught it right there.
Completion to Phil Saratori. Marist will need about 12 more yards to have a legitimate shot at a field goal. 31 seconds remaining. Hogan spikes it. And that will give the Red Hawks a little more time to move the ball upfield.
So he spikes the ball so he can get a couple of plays in from the coach.
You would think the plan here is send 2 plays into the huddle.
And keep that ball in the middle of the field also.
Right, for your
in case
kicker.
you had to have a kick, a field goal.
And Brother Rice will call timeout. Well, because if you're Marist, you want to do a couple of things here. If you can get the yardage here, you can spike the football on 3rd down and then kick it on 4th.
Right. But remember, they want to keep that ball right in the middle of the field to make it easy to kick. You don't want to go to the side of those hash marks and make it difficult for your kicker if indeed you do have to kick. Now, Brother Wright calls the timeout. Why?
Right now, the ball is in the right half of the field. 14-14. Marist and Brother Rice tied with 29 seconds remaining. Brother Rice at 4-2. They win tonight. They can pretty well make their plans.
Hey, are you surprised that Brother Rice calls this timeout?
Well, they can't afford a mistake here, Kenny. I think it's a wise timeout. The clock wasn't moving anyway, so it doesn't really make a difference.
Right.
Dwyer is standing at his own 10-yard line. He's the last line of defense. The Red Hawks would like to get the ball inside the 15-yard line. 2nd down, 10 from the 26. Hogan rolls out. Brother Rice drops everybody back in coverage. That ball was tipped and picked off. Picked off by Pat Harrigan at the 10-yard line. That ball was tipped at the line of scrimmage. Harrigan picks it off. 5 turnovers now against Marist. You would certainly expect now that the Crusaders will take a knee and will go to overtime.
We'll go to overtime. Here he is. He rolls out right here now. Instead of just running the ball, it's tipped right there by number 71. Looked like it was tipped and right into Hennigan's hands.
Mike Pepper tipped the ball at the line of scrimmage.
Boy, hindsight is 20/20, but I think I just run the ball up the middle of the field.
We'll get a kneel down here, and that's going to do it. For the 2nd time this year, the Brother Rice Crusaders are going to go to overtime. They went to overtime 2 weeks ago in their homecoming game against St. Rita. They won that one in 6 overtimes. They'll try to do it a little quicker tonight. But remember, each team gets a chance with the football.
Well, there'll be
It doesn't really make that much of a difference tonight which end of the field you play the overtime on, because there is absolutely no help from the breeze. The breeze is non-existent. 14-14, overtime coming up on the AT&T Broadband High School Game of the Week.
You're watching the AT&T Broadband Network.
State of Illinois Business gives you an inside look at what's going on in our state. Shot on location in Springfield. Host Joan Etten, President of the Cable and Communications Association, takes you behind the Capitol doors for an inside track on pending legislation and new state initiatives.
We promise you a very exciting program.
State of Illinois Business, right here on the AT&T Broadband Network.
Overtime between Marist and Brother Rice. Here's where it gets interesting, Kenny. At the end of the field to our left, it is about 8 deep with Marist fans.
Right.
If I'm Brother Rice, there's no way I want overtime in that end of the field.
No, I'm going near the end.
I want the other end.
If they win the coin toss.
Because normally the end of the field you pick depends a lot on the wind and things like that, but since there was no wind at all tonight, the key thing, I think, for Brother Rice or Marist is which end of the field do you get in, simply because where are there more fans?
Right. Well, one thing's for sure, if this is the last time these two teams meet, what a way to go out.
This is the play
right here.
Really ended the regulation. Marist had the ball deep in Brother Rice territory. Hogan's pass is tipped at the line of scrimmage, and then it's picked off.
Picked off as it was tipped by Matt Pepper.
Hey, you know, it's something I just noticed on that play, Kenny. Matt Mikaitis made a great play because he realized the ball was tipped, and once the ball is tipped, you can hit the receivers.
Right.
He took his receiver out of the play. Let's take a look at the coin toss. This is going to be important. Let's go downstairs to John Traub.
Well, thanks, Jim. Sideline with Principal Jim Antos, and what a game here tonight. This is going to be the final game for quite some time. It's a good way to go out.
It certainly is. I'm not playing, and my stomach's in knots, and probably just like a lot of people here, too. It's a great ball game. It's a great rivalry.
Talk about what this means to the area as far as the kids that are out here, and opportunity for them to see the Catholic League at its finest.
It certainly is, you know, and a lot of what happens here, too, is that you've got families who've had kids at Rice and kids at Marist, and it's great for the alumni. It's great for certainly the neighborhood to come out and enjoy a nice evening of football, and, you know, hopefully the best team wins.
Well, we're going to overtime again. We've done that before this season. How many do you want tonight?
Well, I would prefer to win in one and go out, but we did have that 6 overtime loss to St. Rita about 3 weeks ago by 3 points. Great ball game. It was a good case for somebody to have a tie. It was just one of those kind of games.
Well, Jim, thanks for your time and your hospitality tonight. We really appreciate coming out tonight.
Thanks, John, very much.
Jim, back to you.
The coin toss going on, and we will play in the Marist end of the field, and that Sean Mealy is saying, I want to go down to that end of the field, and he's making a right call there.
Yep.
Because that end of the field, and if we can show you a shot of it, there are fans just lined up behind the hedges, and they are mainly Marist faithful. Marist will have the ball. Wow, how does that work? They get the ball too?
I thought Brother Rice.
Well, let's wait a second. That doesn't.
I thought Marist won the toss, but we wouldn't know that because they.
Yeah, we're gonna have to see where everybody lines up here, because if Marist gets the ball and the end of the field they want, that we're talking Abner Haynes type stuff here. Okay, Brother Rice is going to be on defense. Well, okay, here's what happened. Brother Rice wants the ball last, is what they're doing. So that's how Marist gets essentially everything they want, which in the case of high school overtime, you want the ball second.
Right.
You
put
don't
the pressure on Marist.
Well, because that way you know what kind of a score you need. Overtime is very simple. You get one possession, one set of downs from the 10-yard line. However it ends is what the other team has to beat in order to win the game.
Exactly. So that's why you want the ball last.
Right. It's like in baseball.
Right.
So now we are seeing a mass exodus from the fans who are down in the south end zone, moving to the north end zone.
Look out! Look out!
First and goal in the first overtime for Marist from the Brother Rice 10-yard line. Here we go. No time in the clock. It is untimed. Hogan hands it off. Palisak goes up the middle. He will carry it 6 yards down to the 4, second down and goal.
And that's what you thought they would do in this situation, just keep the ball on the ground. Picks up 5. Going to make it 2nd and 5.
Tell you what, the guys with the worst seats in the house are the players in the benches. 2nd and goal from the 4. Hogan hands off. Miller carries down to about the 2.
Did not get in. So now he only needs 2. See if the offensive line of Marist can open up a little hole. Don't be surprised if Hogan keeps it himself, Jim.
3rd down and goal from the 3 officially. Miller lined up right behind Hogan. Miller gets the handoff. He won't get in. He's stopped at the 3-yard line. So now what will the Red Hawks do?
I think you got to kick.
They send in the field goal units.
I think you have to kick it.
With the ball spotted on the 2-yard line, it's going to be a field goal attempt while they're lining it up right on the 20. Dan Chavka in to kick. From 20 yards out, kick is up, it is good.
You know what?
Marist only had 10 players on the field. They ran one more man onto the field, and the Crusaders are saying it should be an illegal substitution. That has to be illegal motion.
That had to be. I mean, you can see the guy running in.
He's running toward the line of scrimmage. That's illegal motion. There is no flag down on the field.
Here it is again. Now let's see. It's a 20-yard field goal. Here it is right here. You can see him coming in. But, I mean, they don't have instant replay. We do. They got it. They got it. Is he going to call it? Let's see.
The official is nodding his head. Boy, this is the second time that Marist has had an illegal substitution. They had it on an extra point after their first touchdown.
So now it's how the people look. We won't take it.
Well, whatever happens,
again.
Marist is at least going to get another try at the field goal. Well, now they'll go over and talk to the Marist sideline about it. The Marist coaches are going to say, wait a second, how can you call a penalty with no flag when obviously none of the officials saw it?
But
Brother Rice's case is, how could you possibly miss that?
Yeah, but if you don't throw a flag, how can you throw the penalty? Now, you see the guy coming into your screen right there. It's counted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So they were a man short. A Marist player runs onto the field. They were a man short. But how can you call a penalty with no flag? They just missed it. They're human.
Well, this is an absolute mess.
See, to me, it's a field goal because they didn't throw a flag. You can't go back without throwing a flag. They don't have replay. So every official put their hands up for a field goal.
Here's the call.
Hold on. Coach.
All right, it was 3 or it wasn't 3?
Play, I've got a dead ball, illegal substitution.
Illegal substitution, they'll back Marist up.
Well, you know what? The call is correct.
Right.
The call is correct, but how do you make a call when nobody threw a penalty? And every official out there missed it. The call is right, but if I'm Marist, I'm going nuts because how do you call a penalty without all these guys out there throwing a flag.
Exactly right.
Nobody threw a flag, so how do you call a penalty? The flag, the call is right. The call is right.
Marist is lined up to kick the extra point, and the ball is still sitting on the 3-yard line.
So now, what do you think he would walk that penalty
Well, the first
off?
thing they have to do is get the Marist coaches off the field.
Well, this is
You know,
great.
it all becomes academic if they make the
If they
field
make the
goal
field
again.
goal again. But I don't understand. How do you make a penalty and 6 guys didn't throw a flag? Nobody throws a flag.
Well, and what the officials are doing here is they're doing the right thing. They're admitting they made an error. But you certainly can understand the argument being made by both the Marist coaches that, wait a second, there was no flag, and the Brother Rice coaches, like, how can you have, on a potentially game-winning play, not get the call right?
Well, they got the call right. Give the officials credit. They huddled. They got the call right. But how do you call a penalty without throwing a flag? Nobody threw a flag.
So now they'll walk it back to the 7-yard line. This will make it a 25-yard field goal attempt after the illegal substitution call. From 25 yards out, the kick is up.
It's good again.
And guess what? It's good. 17-14 Marist. Now Brother Rice will get the ball.
And no illegal substitution. You just had 4 Marist coaches on the field.
All right, yes or no? That was one ref held his hand, put his hands up.
And nobody is moving.
One ref held his hands up, the other didn't. No goal.
They're saying no play?
Come on.
No play?
Now the guy in the white hat said no.
Now, how do you have no play?
That it didn't count. What?
Kenny, it's a good thing Doug Collins isn't here.
It's a good thing Mike Ditka and a lot of other coaches is not here. How do you have no play?
Well, it was 30 years ago that the debacle in Munich happened.
So now, is that a penalty? If he snapped the ball?
The call was no play.
No play.
Chavka will attempt it now from 25 yards out. No good. No good. And the Brother Rice Crusaders will get the football at the 10-yard line, and the Marist coaches are going crazy over the other sideline.
And well, they should. Well, got a feeling that Brother Rice has all the momentum now. Marist has 2 field goals taken away, a bad snap, a bad hold, and I couldn't see who blocked it from that angle.
Now I can't.
It was a bad snap on the field goal. It was blocked by Dan Ebel.
Dan Ebel with the block. It was a bad snap. Bad snap and a bad hold.
Now the Marist defense is going to have to try and give their offense one more shot. Nicholson at quarterback. Hands off, Burns up the middle. Touchdown, Brother Rice. The Crusaders win 20-14. The Crusaders run their record to 5-2.
And here it is again. We said the momentum. First play, offensive line, opens up a hole, right in for the touchdown. 1, 2, 3. Easy as that, John Burns with the touchdown. And to be honest with you, I really feel bad for Marist.
What a stunning overtime here tonight on the south side. As the Marist Redhawks kick 2 field goals in overtime, have both of them waved off. They miss on the 3rd attempt, and on the first play on offense in overtime, the Brother Rice Crusaders get a touchdown, and it turns out to be the longest run of the night for John Burns, a 10-yard touchdown run in overtime that gives Brother Rice a 20-14 win. And for the first time, the class of 2003 at Brother Rice walks off the field after a game against Marist with a victory.
What a ball game.
A stunning game tonight as Brother Rice wins in overtime. 20-14 our final. We're back with more after this timeout on the AT&T Broadband Network High School Game of the Week.
You're watching the AT&T Broadband Network. Movies in demand.
One of the latest hit movies on in-demand pay-per-view.
Concerts. Sports.
And I do mean main events.
Exclusive interviews. Wrestling.
Exciting events from the World Wrestling Federation.
Contests.
Movie trivia and wrestling trivia.
Channel Surfing with Lisa, Friday at 6 on the AT&T Broadband Network.
There have been a lot of great players and great teams that have played in this rivalry over the years, but I'm willing to bet, as the alums of Brother Rice and Marist sit around and talk about the most memorable games for both schools, it's going to go in the file that 2002, 20-14, Brother Rice beats Marist in overtime in what is going to go down is certainly, Kenny, a controversial, depending on which side of the fence you're on in this one game. But the bottom line is this: Brother Rice wins. Let's go down to the field to John Traub. John?
It's pandemonium down the after this overtime victory. And, Coach, I tell you, a lot of heroes for you tonight, but take your pick. What a great team effort.
It was great. I thought it was a great defensive effort. A guy like Marty Foley stepped up. He got hurt on Wednesday and played a tremendous game. Jimmy, I mean, this is a credit to the seniors who came into this program. This is the first year, and these guys believed in what we were doing. And, you know, there were no lights or anything like that, and they've come a long way. And this is the first time they beat Marist, and they deserve it.
Again, momentum for you right off the bat. You take the kickoff back for the score. Hey, you think on an easy streak, but then Marist dug in and played a tough game.
I told the guys it was going to come down to the end. I didn't know it would come down this close to the end, but it was a great job.
Many heroes for you tonight. Jim Miller, however, 10 carries, 44 yards, and a touchdown. Jim, great effort for you tonight.
It was the O-line. We came out second half. We made it happen. We didn't play around second half. We were sitting around, and we took it to the house. Yeah. It's an overtime since freshman year. Mike Kano, the whole offensive line. Nicholson came out big. Dwyer, Mike Murphy, everyone. John Burns, he's running great. Jerry Martin, everyone's just running great. Couldn't stop us second half.
Team victory. Total team effort.
Never gave up.
Well, guys, I tell you what, the party on Pulaski has begun. The trophy stays here at Brother Rice. Back to you.
All right, John, thank you very much. Just an outstanding game tonight. Tight all the way. We saw a little bit of everything. We saw kickoff returns for touchdowns. We saw some hard running. We saw some great defense. We saw some big-armed quarterbacks making some great throws. And a memorable finish, I guess, is the best way to put it,
well,
Kenny.
You know what the bottom line is? Even if the field goal is good,
right?
Brother Rice came back and scored a touchdown, so they win the game anyway.
Right.
But once the field goal was wiped off twice, then you had to block. Like I said, hey, momentum's on Brother Rice. You knew Marist would not win this game.
Brother Rice moves their record to 5-2, so it certainly looks like the Crusaders are on their way to qualifying for the state playoffs. One more win and they're guaranteed of getting in. But Brother Rice, they're seniors for the first time. They know what it's like to walk off the field after beating Marist. Our game next week here on the AT&T Broadband High School Game of the Week. We're going to go back into the Sika to get a little bit of action. It's going to be Oak Forest up against Argo. That'll be next week right here on the AT&T Broadband High School Game of the Week. Boy, we got a lot of people to thank. I want to thank the staffs, the athletic staffs and the coaching staffs of both Marist and Brother Rice High School. They were fantastic all week in helping us get ready for this game, and we especially want to thank Brother Rice. They were our host for tonight's game. Fantastic, and we just loved being here, and we hope to come back again soon. For our producer, Elliot Barlog, our director, Vince Faracello, and my partner, Kenny McReynolds, and John Traub down the sideline. Special thanks to Tom Bond on the stats, our entire AT&T Broadband Network crew. I'm Jim Blaney. Thank you for joining us tonight. Our final score, once again, Brother Rice 20, Marist 14 in overtime.